everyone. Welcome to the Play Choices podcast, a podcast to hear. I'm your host, V.
Hi, I'm the co-host, Lucas.
So we're going to spend this episode discussing chapters 15 through 17 of Nanny Affair Book 1. This episode is not spoiler safe, so if you want to avoid spoilers for the Nanny Affair Book 1, chapters 1 through 17, please go read those first, and we'll be here for you to come back and listen. Also, I do have to give a content warning. The Nanny Affair contains a lot of sexual and mature content. So if you are underage and or uncomfortable with that type of content, I would encourage you to skip this episode, and we look forward to speaking to you next week when we're talking about something that doesn't have that type of content in it. Oh, are you ready to get into these chapters?
Listen, I feel like normally the chapters that we group together and complete, they almost have like a linear, correlation. It kind of makes sense.
Right.
These next couple of chapters, they off the wall a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. It's good. It was entertaining. But I think one chapter, I want to say it was chapter 17. It had like 3 days in it, and I was like, God, oh my God. Like,
yeah, once they touch down in Italy, that should be going crazy. Like,
yes, 0 to 100 real quick. Like, I had to really sympathize with Anna these last couple of chapters. Because, like, normally, like, I might be a little harsh to my girl, but, like, I was like, no, Anna, you do what you gotta do. I believe in you. You do whatever you need to do, because they got her in a tough situation out in Italy. She's supposed to be having a good time.
Force her ass onto the Italy trip, bitch. She could have just stayed her ass in New
I
York.
know. But Sam over here, like, no, I gotta have you there.
Here's the exciting thing is that because we're right up to chapter 17, the next episode we do on this is going to be our last episode on book 1.
Oh my God.
We're very close to the end. We're very, very close to the end.
And it will be our first completed book together on the podcast.
Yeah, correct. And then we're going to start going ham probably on Queen Bee, because Queen Bee's coming out in September. And you just want to go ahead and jump in, because we got a few things to talk about.
Do it. Yeah,
we got a few things to talk about. So we're going to start off with chapter 15, titled The Beach. As a reminder, the default MC name is Anna, so we're going to be referring to the MC as Anna for the duration of this episode. And the chapter summary says, Surf, Sun, and Sam. When the beach calls her name, what could possibly go wrong? Everything, but we'll get into it. So, what do you want to say?
No, I just started giggling because literally everything, like, literally
everything. And that's pretty much the last, like, these next 3 chapters is everything could go wrong.
At this point, it's like, I want to hang out with the kids because they're the least problematic people.
Right. You said, honey, I'm done with this affair anyways. We both told Sam to go fuck off. So I'm like, let me go hang out with Mickey and Mason. They have fun over there.
For real.
I'm like, what? Y'all need some help with some pranks? I'm here for you. So the chapter begins with Anna catching up with Jenny. She's telling Jenny about Sofia's text that, remember in the last episode, we had talked about how Sofia's text had revealed the fact that she was also having an affair on Sam. So Anna believes that she played off seeing the text well, and she doesn't suspect that Sofia knows that she knows. Because remember, like, she saw the text, and then I guess we're just left to presume that she just handed her the phone and was like, here you go, girl, I didn't see nothing.
Right. I didn't, I know you saw me looking at the phone for a second, but I didn't see nothing.
Don't worry, I was just looking at the time. I wasn't sure what time it was because I had just woken up or some shit like that.
And it's a DTF. What that mean?
Yeah, she was like, actually, I haven't been on the internet in the past 5 years. So I have no idea what that is.
Right.
Eggplant emoji? Were y'all talking about dinner? I'm confused.
I love a good eggplant parm.
Girl. Add some kale and mushrooms like you love them, and it's good. We get to go. We all have it.
She looking like, you know what? You kind of are health conscious, so it makes sense a little bit that y'all be talking about eggplant.
I'm sure you do have a lot of eggplants in your diet, Sophia. I'm sure you do.
Yep.
So, Jenny will tell Anna that she needs proof of Sophia's affair before she takes the news to Sam. I'm not even going to say nothing yet. We're just going to continue.
Yeah, but we're going to continue. I looked at the situation and I was like, Anna, can you find your place or did you completely lose it? Because I just feel like, that was a little... Well, Jenny, she messy regardless, so we're just going to have to digress about that. The only time Jenny pop up is to cause problems.
Do you think, like... I don't think Sam gives a fuck if Sophia's cheating. It's not like...
I don't think so. No, not at all.
Like you said in the last episode we recorded together, because I was editing it recently, so I remember. In the last episode, you said if Sam even has an emotional reaction to discovering that Sofia is cheating, it's done. So why do we even need, like, I should be able to go up to him and be like, she has some other side dick. And
Yes.
Sam to be like, okay, cool. So
Okay,
now we can
good.
use this as blackmail to get the fuck out of this
Right.
situation.
I need Sam to be like, oh, this makes it easier to be with you.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know what type of, and what evidence we gonna have. We gonna snoop on Sophia's. Anyways, let's move on. So Anna will be on the way to the beach with everyone, and she will see Sofia texting someone. And the text will say it's not a good time because Sofia's with Sam. Anna will try to get more information from Sofia, but Sofia's pretty tight-lipped. Once they all get to the beach, Sofia will excuse herself to take a phone call from the office. Anna can either go with Sam to the beach or go back to the car to go spy on Sofia. So which one did you pick?
here's the thing, though. I don't care about her and her affair. I don't. I don't. I really don't. So, like, I would like, do I want to figure out who it is? Yes. But at the end of the day, it's very, very, very clear that Anna's like priority is Sam. And I just feel like it's a little manipulative for her to just be like, you already have Sam. Like, Sam literally cannot look at you without nutting. Like, you have him. Like, I really just feel like Anna is trying to like one up Sofia, and it's more about a competition with her than it is like for Sam.
Because, like I
So,
said, I don't think Sam really gives a fuck. And also,
yeah,
again, like, why do we need proof? Why do we need proof of the affair? You're trying to tell me that if Sam walked up to Sofia today and was like, you fucking somebody else, that Sofia wouldn't kind of be like, yeah.
yeah,
Like,
right. Everyone is wrong. Everyone is wrong in this situation. We can't be casting
yes,
stones. Like we just can't.
exactly. Exactly.
Because even if Sam did that, Sophia would be like, "Okay, and what about Anna? Case closed. We
Exactly.
going to
Like,
the beach."
y'all, this is the Spider Man meme where two Spider Mans are just pointing at each other. This is exactly what that is because everybody's fucking around with everybody. Like, everybody having an affair. Everybody catches some side dick or pussy. Like, everybody is. So, to me, this whole proof thing, I feel like it's just to drive. I feel like it's just a plot point to, like, drive further conflict with Sophia to, like, force it to be something when, like, in reality, it doesn't really
Exactly.
need to be nothing. There's no competition. We already know that Sam loves us. Sam don't want to be with Sophia. So,
Right.
why the fuck do we even need proof? And
Right.
the is the proof even really going to help Sam get out of the relationship? Do you think if Sam goes to their dad and says, "Hey, I have text messages that prove that Sophia is sucking and fucking someone else." I mean, even in the what was it, chapter 14 or something, when they had the
Hmm.
conversation about the affair, Sam like told their dad that they were in love with Anna. So like the dad is already aware that there's an affair happening, and the dad still said, "You still gotta marry her, though."
Yes, like this is
So
what
how is
happens.
Sophia's affair going to be the thing that is like course changing for this
This is what's gonna
relationship?
happen. If Sam went to his dad and was like, "Oh, she's having an affair," his dad would be like group meeting with every single person in the family, including the twins, and they're gonna be like, "Keep your business out of the press. Like, make
Yeah.
sure that y'all are in good public standing.
Yep.
Put your dirty laundry in the washer." And that's it. That's really what it's gonna be. Everyone's just gonna be living a lie.
Yep. Exactly. I feel like it's just a plot point to drive conflict with Sophia when it's really unnecessary. But anywho, well, so you didn't go spy on her. You just went to the beach with Sam. You said fuck
Hell
this shit. I'm
yes.
going with
Hell
my man.
yes.
So if you do try to spy on Sophia, you will catch her trying to make plans with somebody on the phone, but she will see Anna around the car and she'll be like, "Anna, what the fuck are you doing here?" And then Anna will be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I like dropped my phone or sunglasses or some made up fucking item in the car." And Anna will try to like linger and pretend she's looking for it, but Sophia literally again tight lipped. She don't say nothing until Anna leaves. So you don't really get any information anyways. Other than knowing that she's trying to make plans with somebody, I guess. So Anna will return to the beach, and Sam will ask for help with putting on sunscreen. It's the 15 diamond option. Did you take this option?
Listen, I know I sent you a screenshot saying, "Why am I paying to
Mm-hmm.
put? Why am I paying to make sure my man don't get no skin cancer?"
Mm-hmm.
I did pay for it.
Oh my
I did. I did. I was a little disappointed. It's okay though. It's fine. It's fine.
In my notes, I wrote it's the most desperate attempt at a horny scene I've seen in the book so far.
Absolutely. First of all, okay, if they want to be like touchy and Philly, like you know when they did the cleanup after the little company cookout thing, okay, that's fine because like the kids weren't there, the twins weren't there. But them being like touchy and Philly when the twin, I don't know, that don't sit
The
right with
boys
me.
are in the ocean, like 10 feet away from y'all, and
Mm-mm,
Sam's getting a boner. Like,
mm-mm, mm-mm.
it's so mad inappropriate. And they're
It's
like,
so
oh,
crazy.
don't worry, the twins are playing in the ocean. All they gotta do is look back and be like, why are her tits out?
They acted like they in an alleyway. Y'all in an open beach. Y'all not hiding behind
Sophia
nothing.
could walk from the fucking car. Carter probably drove him. Carter could come out onto the beach and see them. The boys could turn around. I say, y'all, this is irresponsible. This is just irresponsible. Y'all
I could
fondling.
not enjoy it. I was like, oh, my
No.
anxiety. I could not enjoy it. I could not enjoy it.
You're like, actually, I don't have a voyeurism kink. I don't want anybody to see us.
Yes,
Like,
yes, yes. This, here's the thing. Like, again, if the stakes weren't so high, like, this isn't like, oh my God, you're cheating. No, no, no. This is like, you're cheating. The business, the merger might not happen. Robin might become, CEO of the company.
mhm,
Suddenly the boys don't have a future. There's too much on the line, and y'all playing. Y'all playing with
yes.
fire.
And especially because I called off the affair. I'm like, if you don't get your boys to come up on here and rub the damn thing on your back, and there's two of them, you can stack them on top of each other and make them your height. Like, I'm like, where's Carter? Can Carter rub the sunscreen on you?
Yes.
I also, can I just say, I always get irritated whenever people try to make like rubbing a sunscreen on someone sexual because, like, you know how many times I've needed sunscreen put on my back, and I'm not trying to have nobody play with my nipples while they do it.
Exactly.
I'm,
Exactly.
I'm just trying to make
It's
sure I
not
don't have
sexy.
skin cancer. That's the only thing I'm concerned about is not getting skin cancer, and I don't want to have to worry about someone getting a fucking boner while they're touching my back. No.
The
So
idea of even having sex on the beach is just not appealing. It's just not.
sand everywhere,
Mm-mm.
salt. Everything tastes like salt. No. Even when you put a fucking blanket down on the beach, that's even somehow, if you just put a blanket down on the beach and you just lay there, I promise you the wind gonna pick up and the sand gonna blow into your coochie. Like,
You
it's so
can't,
uncomfortable.
like, you can't kiss their neck because it got sunscreen on it. You can't do
Uh,
nothing.
not only do you have the taste of chemicals on your mouth, but now like his neck is exposed to the fucking skin.
Right, right. Like, I just know. I said, y'all need to cool off in the water.
Go into the ocean. It'd be a little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah, I didn't take the scene. I said no, sir. I said there's about get your fiance, Sophia. Come put some sunscreen on this man's
Yeah,
back.
for real, for real.
Because I will not
For
be the one.
real. I'm about to find her like, listen, tell your man that you're gonna see him later, but Sam needs your help real quick.
Right, right. Your boyfriend, you can talk to him later. But Sam, he's you better help him. He's gonna get some melanoma tonight because I'm not
Yes,
doing it.
yes, yes.
So later, Anna, Sam, and the boys will play chicken in the water. Eventually, Sam's phone will ring, and it's someone calling, Sam into work. The boys are disappointed, and Anna will scold Sam for leaving. Later in the evening, Sam and Anna are sitting in the villa after the boys have gone to bed, and Anna will ask where Sophia is. Sam, I mean, honestly, doesn't seem too interested in like where Sophia is. So
At
again,
all. At
they
all.
don't really give a fuck about each other. But Sam does admit that Sophia is very touchy whenever Sam asks what she's doing. So even though they're not that clocked into where Sophia is, they are registering that like there's something kind of weird going on there. But like again, Sam don't give a fuck. So this whole plot about us trying to like snoop out the affair, it doesn't matter. Sam don't give a fuck. Sam does not care what Sophia is doing with her time. As long as she is living and breathing enough to walk down the aisle and give them the CEO position, they do not care.
If Sam's past actions did not speak for themselves, it was there was like a quote where Sam said, oh, Sophia left the office. I assume that like she came back here, but like, oh
Mhm.
well. You literally do not know where Sophia is right now. You do not care. Like,
No,
you don't care.
Sam does not care. Sam does not care. Anna should not care. It's, Okay, before we get on with the rest of the chapter, let me interrupt with some plugs. So you can leave us a voice message at anchor.fm/play-choices-podcast/message. It could show up in a future episode. You can also directly support this podcast at anchor.fm/play-choices-podcast/support. If we haven't convinced you yet, listen to this amazing, amazing commercial that Lucas and I put together for you. It
In
takes
the
me
arms
hours.
of an angel.
It takes me, no, keep singing. It takes me
I
hours to record. No, keep doing it.
Here
It takes me
are
hours to record and edit this podcast.
wherever you
And
are.
with your donation
I believe
of
that
$1 a
my
month
heart will
could save V from
go
smashing her fucking head into a
on.
wall.
Why does the heart
Thank you
go?
so much. And back to our episode. So after the conversation, Sam will return to doing work. Anna will get angry at Sam for working, and Sam will admit that they have to look over the files in order to get a head start on the files so they can be more present, with the family and with the boys during the work week. So this will quickly escalate into an argument where Sam alleges that they are building a legacy for their children, but Anna will say that all they're going to remember is their parent never being, present, never being at home with them. So whose side are you on in this argument?
Like, I understand. See, this was a hard conversation. I felt very awkward. Like, normally I would be backing Anna, but I felt like I was like a third person in this argument because I didn't really side with anyone.
Yeah.
Like, it was just kind of like, this is kind of like no one's place to be talking about right now. Like, Anna, you're the nanny. Like, you're like, she was just the dialogue was like giving me very like stepmom. And I'm like, we're not there yet. I know you're trying to be there, but like, it's just not happening. And like, from a nanny standpoint, like, aren't you supposed to like kind of like take care of the loose ends and just like preoccupy the kids anyways?
Hmm. I'm with you. I didn't really feel like I was on either person's side.
Right.
There were some points where I could see where Anna's coming from because I do think they have made it kind of like a motif of Sam just like always leaving for work because a part of me was like, well, it's a merger and if it's only going to be 2 months, like in the grand scheme of things, if your parent is gone for 2 months, but if they're present for like the rest of your life, does it really matter? However, they have made it a continuing theme that Sam does leave for work even outside of the murder. Like it just feels like Sam's always at work. So I could see Anna's point, but where Anna's point kind of dissolves for me is like she's trying to make it about the kids. However, let's not pretend that
Mm-hmm.
in this present moment, in this scenario that we're talking about, that Anna's actually upset about the kids. Now, the kids are an important conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Sam did have to leave at the beach when they were playing with the kids and did have to, go leave for work. That is an issue, and I agree with her on that. However, in this scene, the reason why Anna gets upset is because they were having a conversation, and then after they finished the conversation, Sam went back to work. That's why she's
Exactly.
upset. So she took
Exactly.
the opportunity to make it about the kids, but in reality, she's like, bitch, you're not talking to me right now. So that's where I'm
Exactly.
like, if you won't get upset, let's just be honest about the thing that's actually motivating your anger.
Please, let's be honest. She over there next to Sam sighing, like, to the work. Sam is paying attention. Sam is doing what Sam got to do, and Anna over there just like,
And that's what pisses me off because, like, does she have a point that Sam needs to be more present around the kids? Yes. But the kids are in bed, Anna. Like, don't you think that it's good that Sam is using this time to look over the papers so that way they can do what they said they were trying to do, which is be more present during the week? Isn't that the whole point of Sam looking at the papers right now?
and the dialogue said Sam came back for dinner and they had a good dinner, but after dinner, when the kids were going to bed, Sam just went back to work, and that was the issue. Like, Anna, stop, Anna.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, let's just be honest about what you're actually upset about. The boys, that's a genuine conversation we can have and that's worth it. But don't try to sit here and try to manipulate the situation to be like, it's about the boys. It's not about the boys, bitch. You want Sam to be all loved up on the corner of the couch with you, and that's what you want. It's not about the kids right now. So that was my main issue with the argument. But I feel like Sam, I mean, in a general sense, in regular life, even outside of the merger, I think Anna is correct to be like, listen, you got to be more present with these kids. But in this specific scenario, I don't think Sam did anything wrong. It felt like Anna was just taking advantage of a situation in order to like take the moment to yell at Sam.
But also, Sam's character is just like a little aloof in multiple scenarios. So I don't know why Anna thought that like this would be kind of any different. Like I feel like Sam has like a lot of quotes where he kind of knows, you know, well, again, my Sam is a male ally, but Sam knows that their actions are causing issues, but it's just still kind of like, oh, you know, like whatever you want to do, like, because Sam really is focused on the merger. Like Sam does not want to do anything to jeopardize
as Sam should be, bitch, because
like,
they're literally in Italy for the fucking merger. Like that's why they're there.
And again, if we talk about Sam's past, Sam's wild past, Sam's trying to turn over a new leaf, and you keep trying to flip that bitch over. Stop.
Yes. And that's why it pisses me off, because Sam already did a lot by just bringing the whole family onto the trip. They did. Because Sam was about to leave for 2 months and not bring these kids nowhere. Yeah. And then Sam was like, okay, actually, I feel bad. Anna's right. Let me go ahead and bring them on vacation. And I feel like you're just not giving the man no credit.
At all.
I understand there's some ways where he can improve, but like, can you give Sam like a little bit of credit for what they've done, please? Because like, Sam's trying, bitch. Sam is trying. You just on his ass, and it really just feels like she's just upset, and she's just taken any fucking reason to be upset.
That's literally what it is. Sam's dialogue, literally every chapter, is like, I'm trying, like I'm doing my best for everyone in the scenario. I'm doing my best for everyone in the scenario. Like,
now that we talking about it, Anna's a little bit of a naggy bitch. Can we talk about this?
Yes, she is. She really is. She is.
She loves to nag, you know, in Sam's ear, and Sam's just like, "Listen, I know I'm never good enough, but please, I'm trying."
We're gonna talk about it, but later on, Anna was doing some low blows. I was like, "Oh no, Anna, no."
Oh my god! So yeah, it seems like we were on neither person's side. We're kind of holding hands on like this is a little bit more complicated than just Anna or Sam being right or wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once Anna points out, you know, the boys are only going to remember you like being gone, Sam will pretty much crumble at this argument and will thank her for calling Sam on, you know, their BS. Sam will also want to take Anna and the boys out for cliff diving to make up for being absent the day before. So this is a diamond scene. Did you take this?
I did. I said, let's go. Let's go be reckless.
This is the diamond scene that I actually enjoy, so I did take it.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. Really good. Yeah.
It was good. So if you do take it, the scene will pick up at the boys taking their first dives. It's very cute. You know, Mickey goes in eagerly. Mason needs a little bit more coaching. Kind of just get the sense that, like, Mason is the one who's a little bit more cautious. Mickey's the one who's a little bit more reckless. He's more open to taking risk and stuff. So it's this cute little scene where you kind of get to mother him and be like, come on, you can do it. You can do it. There are also plenty of opportunities to get your flirt on with Sam. I don't know why you would, because the boys are there. But I guess if y'all want to be reckless, you can. I'm
not gonna lie. I was a little reckless, and I got shot back down to reality real quick. Quick. Like these writers had no business doing that, because there's this scene where you can kiss Sam underwater, and it's kind of sensual. It's kind of, you know, kind of cute, kind of sexy. And when you come up, the boys are like, "Wow, y'all held y'all's breath for a long time," and I was like, "Ooh." I was like, I'm saying. Ooh, okay.
Why are y'all getting messy in front of the boys? Like, why would you do that? It's just, God. This whole affair thing, when it gets to Italy, I'm like, I'm done. Y'all are pissing me off, because why you gotta rub each other through your bathing suits when your boys are 3 feet above you? Sam gonna pop up out of the water with a boner, and then he's gotta try to like swim with this fucking anchor holding him down into the water, and they're gonna be like, "Why is Daddy sinking?" I'm like, if you don't let this man just spend some time with his kids, like, stop trying to like imprison him in your pussy. Like, just let him go. Let him enjoy Italy.
Anna over here like, you need to spend time with me and the boys instead of just being like, spend time with the boys.
Can we just let this man get some one-on-one time with his kids? Like, damn. I will say overall, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the diamond scene though, even though I am mocking it. I did enjoy it. So later on the same night at the villa, Anna will catch Sofia sneaking into the villa, and she notices that Sofia's hair, makeup, and clothing is disheveled. And then she's just basically like, "Bitch, I know you getting some side pussy / dick, whatever it is you're into."
Yep. That's exactly what Anna did. I said,
Yup.
okay.
She said, "Bitch, I know you been fucking."
So, the moment Sofia hit that door, Anna said, I've been expecting you. Actually, can we talk for a second?
Sofia couldn't even take her shoes off. She could not even. She getting attacked in her own home, and she letting Anna stay. If I was Sofia, I said, "Bitch, you were in my house right now." I would have. Ooh, okay. Let's just go on to the next chapter because the next chapter is juicy. It's juicy. Okay, so chapter 16 is called The Deal. The chapter summary says, when Sofia makes you an offer you can't refuse, will it bring you any closer to what you really want? So again, the chapter will pick up from Anna's accusation towards Sofia. Like I said, Sofia don't even try to hide the affair. She's like, yeah, you right. I'm definitely getting some side action. And Sofia calls Anna a hypocrite. It seems that she finally admits like fully knowing about Anna and Sam's affair. Anna will start to get emotional, but Sofia tells her to stop being dramatic because, she's not really that invested in Sam, and she's like, let's just cut a deal. I'm a businesswoman.
Sophia put Anna on hush mouth. Sophia put completely on hush mouth. I was like, Anna, give up. Just listen to her, please.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, because you're gonna want to hear this deal. Right. So Sofia's offer is that Anna doesn't tell anyone about Sofia's affair, and she won't get Anna blackballed at multiple labs across the country because, obviously they work in an industry where Anna wants a career in. So Sofia knows that she's invested in this industry. She also threatens to end the merger, which would put Robin as the CEO of the company, which would ruin Sam's dreams for Mickey and Mason. She also says she's going to release a tell-all book, which will just continue to further ruin their lives. So, I mean, really, when she said that, I said, you can have them. I'm good.
When I tell you that's how you be a villain, that's how you do it. The wordplay when Sofia was like, and when you think I'm done, here comes the tell-all book. I said, oh yes. God.
I said, bitch, you have thought this through. You have made plans B, C, D, E, F, G. You've made all the plans in case your ass got caught in this affair, and she was pulling out all the receipts. She pulled out all of it. So, I mean, really, Anna couldn't really say no. Like the chapter summary said, it's a deal she can't refuse.
Exactly.
Because what the fuck she gonna do? What is she
gonna do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
She's not gonna do nothing. Not nothing. Nada. So a few days later, Anna is agonizing over whether to tell Sam the truth. Sam will come to Anna's room to warn her that Sofia's family is in town and they want to have lunch with everybody. Anna will agree to go, and Sam will seem concerned because Sam can tell that Anna is upset, but she reassures Sam, like, don't worry, everything's good. So later, they're all sitting down for lunch, again with Sofia's family. Anna is sitting at the kids' table, and the rest of them are sitting at a separate table. Anna can overhear their conversation where Sofia says that they're cleared for the merger to finalize, so it seems like things are moving at a good pace for the business. The conversation will break as people get dessert, and Robin will invite Anna to sit at the table. The conversation is really tense. Sofia reveals that she is loosening her rules for the boys so they can enjoy some indulgence. She offers them some desserts, which she realistically, like in previous chapters, would have never kind of offered them. To me, this just largely acts as a metaphor for, Sofia indulging in her own affair. So seems like she's like, yeah, bitch, I've learned to indulge. I'm gonna get my nut. The boys gonna get their ice cream. Everybody's gonna be happy.
Here's the thing, though, like, Anna want to be mad that Sofia pulled on Anna, and that's why I think it's funny because, like, Anna's indulging. Anna got some sweets anytime she wants. So for Sofia to be like, well, damn, if everyone is cheating, why can't I? I can't be mad
Right.
at her. I
I
really
cannot
can't.
be mad
I
at her for
can't.
just doing what everyone else is doing. Again, like I said, this is a Spider-Man meme where the two of them are pointing at each
Yup.
other. It's like y'all just getting upset at each other for doing the same thing.
The motto for Italy is if you can't beat them, join them. Okay.
Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. I'm telling you, it's summer in Italy and everybody's long out. Sofia's having her hot girl summer right now, and Anna's upset that she's having her own hot girl summer. That's basically what's happening. So Sophia will take the boys to go get some dessert, and Anna and Sam will be the only ones who kind of hang back. As Sophia leaves, she throws a wink at Anna, seemingly to imply that she is like intentionally giving them some alone time. So how do you feel about Sophia's little wink, like her behavior in this scene?
Checkmate. I mean, like, checkmate. I mean, like, that is the. Sophia literally said, here's some breadcrumbs. Take them.
Mhm.
And, like, and it's just so funny how, like, I quote unquote, well, excuse me, Anna quote unquote has to always be at these engagements to take care of the kids, but for
Mhm.
some reason the kids always get taken care of by someone else. And so, like, the opportunity to like have alone time with Sam is always there.
Yeah.
And it's just weird for Sophia to be on the butt of that now and be like, I'm going to make sure you have alone time.
Yeah.
I mean, she a businesswoman. She holding up her end of the bargain.
She is. She is. I think she's trying to be like, listen, I know I came hard at you in that kitchen, but like, you can fuck a little bit, but only when I tell you to.
No, literally,
Can
literally.
we just talk about how Sophia's like definitely a top?
No, for real.
She's
No.
a top.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sam will ask Anna to go to the wine cellar with them to grab a drink and relax. This is an 18 diamond scene. Did you take it?
I did.
How'd you like it?
Um, it it started off cute, and then it got real aggressive, and then it ended pretty cute.
Okay.
But like, yeah, no, I did not expect that from this diamond scene. The conversation and like the dialogue in it, I
Mhm.
didn't expect it.
There's one point where Anna gets like passive aggressive and like she calls herself the mistress, and Sam's like, "Don't call yourself that." She's like, But that's what I am."
Yes, 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 and the fact that like Sam is like somewhat a little humble.
hmm
Well, really, Sam is just speaking the truth, but Sam's a little
Right.
humble, and Anna's like, you right."
Uh
But when
huh.
I met my husband, that's not you. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely, definitely. The only other thing that I thought was funny, I didn't personally take this scene like in the book because, like I said, by this point in the book, I said, "Fuck Sam, he can go drink wine by himself, and maybe the wine will cause him to have some thoughts about his future. I ain't gonna spend no time with this man." But I did go ahead and watch the scene on YouTube through a couple of replays. We learned that Anna can apparently deep throat. I did not know she had
Oh
the skill.
yes,
I
yes,
did not know. I did not know. Apparently,
yes,
Anna.
yes.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not even gonna lie. When they were talking about Sam's reactions to the deep throat, I went, "Oh."
Yeah, yeah.
It was hot. It was a hot sex scene. So the next night, Sophia will knock on Anna's door and ask if she's going to accept the deal. Anna will insult Sophia and be surprised, and she'll basically look at Sophia and be like, "I can't believe you're willing to put Sam at risk just to get what you want." And Sophia's like, "Yeah, bitch, life requires sacrifices, and technically I'm actually being nice by letting Sam get some side pussy. I'm being nice just by letting that go on." But Sophia does clarify that she does expect the affair to stop after they are married for the sake of image. Anna will agree to the deal for Sam's and the boys' sake.
What did surprise me was that Sophia did, come forward and say that like Sophia does have feelings for Sam. Like it's not like strictly business. The majority of it is business.
hmm
But yeah, I thought that was shocking when I think like the dialogue was like I do have somewhat of an attraction for Sam. And like that's why like when we are married, legally bonded, this gotta stop. This gotta end. Like no
I
more.
don't think that she said she was attracted.
I'm gonna look back.
It's not a romantic thing. Like she did acknowledge, she said she is fond of Sam, but I
That's
feel
what
like
it
that
was.
has more
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
do with the fact that they like grew up together and they've known each other for so long. So I
That's
think like
true. If you have to force someone to marry, like that's the best bet. like someone that you kind of grew up with,
Yeah, like they're very used to each other's behavior. They
Yes,
know how
yes,
the
you're
other
right.
one acts. So I think it's not really Sophia saying like, "Oh, I'm super into Sam." But I think it's just more so Sophia being like, "Listen, we did grow up together and like I also realize I'm getting some side action, so I'm going to
Yes.
do Sam a favor by like letting this continue." But it's not I didn't interpret it as like romantic or like physical attraction.
Yeah, you're right. You're completely right.
So Sophia will leave, saying that she's going to be gone for a little while, and tells Anna to take advantage of the night. At this point, Sophia, every night she going over to the side dick. Every
Night.
single night.
Every night.
Every night, this woman disappears and goes gets her some side action. I'm saying, girl, I need to know who it is.
Everyone being wild out here in Italy, boy. Everyone.
Yes. Yes, like I said, hot girl summer. Alright, before we move on to the rest of the chapter, let me interrupt to plug our socials. We are at Play Choices Podcast on Instagram and at Play Choices Pod on Twitter. You can also go to playchoicespodcast.tumblr.com for our Tumblr page, which is where I post any episode notes that I have, like links to posts I've mentioned, photos I've mentioned, or more. We're also available for listening on all major platforms, so if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please rate, review, and subscribe. It's a funky thing with the algorithm that helps us a lot. I wish I could explain it more in depth, but I just know that it helps us, so we do appreciate any reviews that you leave us. And as always, we are a growing podcast, so if you see us pop up on your socials, we do appreciate a share, a retweet, or a reblog, depending on the platform you see us on. We also appreciate it when you share our podcast with your fellow choices loving friends. And now back to the episode. So there is a 30 diamond scene to go sleep with Sam. Did you take this?
I did get my nut. Yes, I did.
You did. How'd you
I
like
did.
it?
I feel like the descriptions weren't really all that there though for a 30 diamond scene. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I felt like the description was a little lacking, but
Mm-hmm.
it was very intimate. It was very cute. Mission accomplished. I got what I needed. He got what he needed.
Right.
It's fine. It's
Right.
okay.
Yeah, no, I understand. It is weird to see a 30 diamond scene too when we've gotten so many sex scenes that are like 20 diamonds.
Exactly. Exactly.
In other
Exactly.
books, the 30 diamond scenes feels more significant than this book because it's just so sex heavy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel unique, you know? I mean, yeah, it's basically just porn. The only new detail that we learn is that like Sophia and Sam aren't sharing a room together, which to me isn't really that surprising. Like, I would think Sophia probably not on the level where, they want to sleep in the same bed or anything, but especially with Sophia sneaking out every night, she's trying to have her privacy. So she's like, "No, bitch, I'm gonna sleep in my California king size bed by myself." After she sneaks home at 4 a.m. after getting some dick.
Right, right. Right.
So a week later, Sophia will announce that the merger is complete, so they are moving up the wedding date to celebrate, which means they're getting married in 2 weeks. So these are getting a little bit more urgent, a little bit more pressing from Anna's end. How would you feel about this little announcement?
I was like, bitch, the fuck? I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm over here trying to look at our terms and agreement on our
Mhm.
little deal, and I'm pretty sure that was not in
Mhm.
there. I'm pretty sure that
Right.
was not in there.
Sophia gonna amend this deal however the fuck she wants because she knows she got the power in this
I mean, she
situation.
do. She do.
Yeah. Sophia's like, I understand that, we were supposed to get married. I don't even know when their original date was. I can't
Me
even,
either.
I don't even think it's specified.
I'm over here
But,
telling myself I got 14 days because that's a bigger number than 2 weeks. I'm like, I
oh
got
my
14.
God, it feels easier to tackle.
Yes, yes.
So let's just go ahead and move on to chapter 17. It's called The Fitting. The chapter summary says, wedding planning is in full swing, but you're having a hard time letting go of your fantasies. So this is the day after Sophia's announcement. Anna is accompanying Sam and Sophia as they shop. Robin is also there. I just want to point out, I mean, the dialogue with Robin isn't that like long, but I do think it's a bit odd because Robin can kind of tease Anna about, "Oh, did you miss me?" Because, they really haven't had like we really haven't had a lot of scenes with Robin since like he last fussed us out.
Right, right.
Yeah, Anna can either say that they didn't because of the conversation at the picnic, or can actually admit to missing them genuinely, which was very strange to me because like this book just keeps teasing me with the relationship with Robin. I'm like, y'all, Like, when Anna says, like, no, I actually did miss you, Robin is like, Anna, dot, 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 and then they get interrupted by Sofia. And I'm like, does Anna have a crush on Robin or not? Like, am I gonna be able to fuck him?
The idea of you pursuing Robin and helping Robin out to take over the company as opposed to Sam, like that would just have been a really good plot point.
It would have been such a good plot point,
Yeah.
and then they could have had the book ended where, I mean, they would have never done this because it would require too much plot variation for a
Hmm.
book two. But if they had written the book where it's like you can either be with Sam and like plot to have them be CEO of the company,
Hmm.
or you can be with Robin and plot for them to be CEO of the company, oh, it would have been so delicious.
It
It
would.
was so delicious.
The rivalry. Oh, I tasted it on my tongue.
But it makes me mad because they didn't do that, and now, Robin teasing Anne about missing them is within Robin's personality. Like, Robin just likes to flirt with anything that they see. But when Anna's like, "No, I actually did miss you," I said, choices. You getting on my nerves.
Right.
You getting on my
Right.
nerves now because I've been asking to see this man's balls since chapter one.
I just think it's so funny that that dialogue is even an option when you know it's a single LI book with Sam.
Yes, that's what I'm like. We're so deep into this affair. Anna is so distraught over what's
Yeah.
happening right now, and the fact that I can even look at Robin and be like, "No, I actually did genuinely miss you."
Yes.
And because the dialogue does not feel platonic to me, like it would be one thing if Anna was like, I know we've been beefing over the past couple of like weeks because of the conversation we had at the picnic, but actually did consider you like a genuine friend. You were someone that I did kind of confide into about this, and I did miss you. Like I haven't seen you well. Like how are you doing? No. The dialogue is I missed you. Actually really did. And it's like so like laced with like tension in it that I'm like please just let me fuck this man one
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
It's an affair, but it's not monogamous. It is not, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, and let it be an affair. Like the name is in the title. Like
Yes, let us all let's just do a fucking circle jerk as far as I'm concerned. We can all be in one room. Uh I can let us do a threesome scene. Why can't we do a threesome scene with Sam and Robin, please? Oh my god.
the way that Sophia take control of every situation she in, I might want her there too. I don't know. Like I
Right,
don't know.
exactly. I bet you Sophia would be good in bed too, bro. The way that she going over to that person's place every night, they both got each other coming back for more.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. And for
So,
Sophia, for it to be so good that Sophia doesn't care about her appearance because she's very like prim and proper, always has to be,
mhm,
put together. And she coming
mhm,
in one shoe off, one shoe on, makeup smudge. How you doing, Anna?
mhm.
Like that's how you know. That's how you know.
Let me tell you, there's something when you have that good, we have sex that's so good that it fucks up like your hair, your makeup, your clothes. You know that little naughty side of you be looking in the mirror like, that
Yeah,
person completely ravaged me as I wanted them to. As I wanted them to, as I gave them permission to.
you looking at your partner like good game. That was excellent. You
You're
know,
looking like, bitch, if I don't have 11 hickeys and smudged makeup and running eyeliner, you didn't do good enough. We have to go for
right,
round two. If
right.
I don't look like I just walked out of a burning building, like, that's an issue. I need to look like I just survived an attack after we fuck. That's the energy that I'm getting from Sophia because she walking into the villa and she looking at Anna and said, "What you gonna do about it?" Again, I'm just really mad at choices because I feel like they know. I feel like they know that there was a certain subset of the readers that wanted to fuck Robin, and they're like, "Here, a little flirt," and then Robin got the nerve to be touched by it. I said, "You've been the one that's been arguing. You've been picking fights with me."
Yes, yes.
It's really, and I'm not even mad at the characters. At this point, I'm just mad at the writers because they fully
They knew
were
what they were
well
doing.
aware. Yeah,
Hmm.
they were well aware of what they
Hmm.
were doing and what they were implying with this dialogue option. You just teased at me and the other Robin lovers, so I'll let it go because it was so minute and so small. But boy, oh boy, choices. Sometimes y'all poke me in just the right spot to tick me off, and you keep doing it over and over again. And it happens so infrequently that sometimes I forget. But every time you do it, I remember. this is an anti-choices case. I'm building up a case against the writers because you know what we want and you just keep poking at it here and there.
Yep.
Especially in a scene like this where like we know that Anna ain't got no one in her mind except for Sam. So the fact that they're even teasing the whole "oh, I miss you, Robin," I'm like, y'all are fucked up for that. That's gonna be, you know what? I'm writing that down for my next therapy appointment for something to talk about because
When Robin showed up, I was like, "That's shocking," and then I saw the dialogue, and I was like, "That's shocking." Like,
yes, I was like, why is Robin even
that,
here?
that's literally what I asked. That's literally
Why is
what
Robin
I asked.
here? I mean, I guess Robin's supposed to be like the best man or best woman of Sam. So I guess like Robin's supposed to be there to like give their opinion. But even when like Sophia walked out in the dress and Robin was like, "You look gorgeous, Sophia." I'm like, "Why are you here?
Yes.
Why aren't you in the room with Sam like trying to help him pick out suits and ties? Why are you just here just kikiing with me? And where are the boys? Why am I here?"
They went Carter.
Right. So Sophia will pick a dress and send the twins to go get changed. So the boys are actually there. Basically, everybody just getting fitted. Like Sophia's like, "Bitch, we got 2 weeks. Come on, we got 13 days. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody's gonna get fitted all at once." So the twins go get changed into their suits. Everyone leaves, which leaves Anna alone with Sam. Or well, technically Sam's in the fitting room, and Anna's like, "I could sneak in there." So there's a 17 diamond scene to sneak into Sam's dressing room to speak to them, and of course inevitably have some sort of sexual interaction, sort of sexual contact. Did you take this?
I gotta be honest. Definitely with the just the whole Italy trip. I'm looking like how messy can we be? And that's what's
Mm-hmm.
enticing me to do these diamond scenes. It's not really the
Hmm.
relationship between them. It's like, how are y'all gonna fuck up now? What situation are y'all gonna get in? You know, what kind of sexy, rendezvous is gonna happen? And it's just like it's a little shocking. But yeah, I snuck in. I said,
Well,
let me see him.
that's exactly why I love the Nanny Affair because I'm like, everyone in this book sucks. Like, all of y'all are
Yes.
bad people. Like, literally all of y'all. So, at the very least, the least I can do is just strap in for the mess.
Right,
You know
play
what
my
I
part.
mean? I'm putting my hazard protection suit on and I'm wading through the water because
Yes.
I want to muck it up as much as possible. And for me, like I didn't want to take these diamond scenes when I first played because I was like, I don't even like Sam right now. He pissed
Hmm.
me off. But if you have the opportunity to play the character as, which I think you do in certain scenes in these past couple of chapters, you do have the opportunity to basically turn Sam on and then just like neg him the entire time. Because
Yes.
I think during the scene,
Yes.
like they act out like the fantasy of like what it's going to be like for Sam to, I mean, basically, Sam's like, "I know I'm gonna get married and then you're gonna leave, and then I'm gonna look you up on the internet someday, and you're gonna have a husband or wife, depending on whatever gender you pick for Sam, and they're gonna be so much better for you than I could ever be, but I'm still gonna be upset about it." And then Anna's like, "Yeah, and they gonna be eating this pussy, and you gonna show up at my front door, and I'm gonna tell you to fuck off because I'm not waiting for you." And those are the dialogue options that I feel like are like spicy. Like,
Yes, because Anna does not have a lot of control in a lot of situations, but she sure as hell has control over Sam's reaction.
oh, absolutely. And this is what, remember how in the beginning of when we first started talking about this book,
Mm-hmm.
me and you were talking about, you
Mm-hmm.
know, Anna, although I wouldn't go so far as to say she is in power in the situation, but she has a little bit of power because
Yeah.
she does have Sam kind of wrapped around her finger a little bit
Yes.
from an emotional standpoint. Like she can't force Sam to not get married to Sophia, but she can fuck him up mentally on the
She can
way
twist the
there.
knife. She can shit
Uh-huh.
twist this fucking knife.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Exactly. So we're skipping ahead. So let me just go ahead. Let me just go ahead and describe the scene. So once you take the scene, you go into Sam's dressing room. Sam and Anna will confront, the pending nuptials, and Sam will admit that they're again a very selfish person, and that one day Anna will get tired of their bullshit and leave, and Sam will be like, "I have to let you go. I can't try to manipulate you or force you to be in this situation." So Sam will just continue to imagine a future where Sam will look up Anna on social media and know that she's married to someone else that is better for Anna than Sam is. Anna can either deny this or assert that she isn't willing to wait. How did you respond?
I said I'm not willing to wait.
As I did too, because I'm messy and I want to torture
Mm-hmm.
Sam as much as possible.
And even if you do want to wait, you got 2 weeks. You got 14 days. I mean, you might as well call it quits now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bitch, I'm gonna be living tanned and unbothered in Italy. I'm gonna be sunbathing. The boys are gonna be running around the pool or the vineyard, wherever they want to go, and I'm gonna be sitting here unbothered. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my vacation without trying to stress myself out about what Sam's gonna do next.
If Sam want to keep me close so bad, let me marry Robin.
Oh, choices. You heard. Rewrite the book. Rewrite the book. Rewrite the book. You owe us this for that little dialogue choice you put in the beginning of the chapter. You owe us. You owe us. Let me just take this little clip and just DM Pixelberry with this shit. So Sam will say that they hope that Anna doesn't find themselves in Sam's position where she can't find a way out of a relationship. So Sam is really regretting some decisions they've made.
I'd be really regretting.
Sam's like, I hope that you find somebody who fits you, and I hope that you don't find yourself backed into a corner because, bitch, I am in my hell. I am in my personal version of hell right now.
It's so crazy because, like, now that I'm thinking about it, Sam does not have a lot of power. Like,
No. Sam is in between a rock and a hard place. Does Sam have more power than Anna? Yes. But, I mean, it's not a lot.
It's not.
Before we continue with the rest of the episode, I do want to remind everyone that if you have any questions, theories, or comments that you would like to be included in a future episode, please email us at playchoicespodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to specify whether you want to be shouted out or not, otherwise all emails will be anonymous. Questions can be related to books we've recorded episodes on, books that we haven't discussed yet, or even questions that you'd like to ask us. Alternatively, you can go to our Ask box on playchoicespodcast.tumblr.com and submit a question. Just specify that it's for the podcast and we'll be sure to include it. And back to our episode.
As long as this doesn't end badly, Anna has options. At least has options.
Anna can leave. Anna can stay at the nanny job. Sam gonna sneak around for Anna. Like Sam has admitted multiple times they're a selfish person.
Yeah.
They're gonna sneak around with Anna. Anna could get some side dick. Anna could go fuck Robin. Honestly, she could go get some dick from Robin or pussy, depending on whatever gender Robin is. And Anna can milk all the networks and stuff. She can milk it. And then she could just leave. She's going to be like, oh, actually, I found this other scientist that also works at Diligent Enterprises who's also fine as fuck, but they're not engaged. So I'm going to go run off with them. We're going to live our little life together. And Sam going to be sitting there miserable with Sofia.
Right. Letting everybody choose Sam's decisions for themselves.
Because Sam go get the CEO position, but at what cost? At what cost? So, yeah, but after this whole conversation, the scene just turns into porn. Basically, the poor employee knocking on the door like, are y'all done? You gonna buy something?
Oh my god.
Are you gonna buy something?
I'm here for the mess. And when that happened, I was like, yeah, y'all being messy. I was like, yeah, y'all being messy.
Sam is inside of Anna's throat and they like, y'all good?
Sam yelled at, yeah, I'll be on in a second.
So when Anna and Sam leave the fitting room, they are approached by an employee who just assumes that they're shopping for a wedding dress for their wedding day. Anna can either, play, with the scenario and pretend to be Sam's bride, or she can set the record straight. So what'd you do?
I set the record straight. The record straight.
I think when I first played, I did the same thing, but for just the sake of replaying it, I went ahead and pretended, be a couple. And Sam goes right along with it. Sam's like, yes, baby, what dress you want? You buy anything, I'll pay for it. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess, listen, if I'm going to be a sugar baby, let's be a sugar baby. Let's settle into the role. You know what I mean?
If we're going to live out our fantasies, we're going to do it right. We're going to do it right.
So there is also a diamond clothing option where Anna can go buy some lingerie and get a bonus sex scene with Sam. This outfit also happens to replace Anna's underwear for the rest of the book, so you get some new lingerie, get yourself some new underwear. Did you get this?
No, I just felt like, listen, if it was like just, I don't know, I think the option of it being her underwear for the rest of the book turned me
It'll be in
off. I
chapter
was like,
17.
I
We're in chapter
exactly,
17.
exactly.
I'm
Like,
like, unless this lingerie option continues in book 2, don't talk to me.
exactly.
Don't
I'm
talk
not
to
wearing
me.
this around the house. Like, it's the one scene I didn't take just for that. I was like, oh, I'm turned off by this.
Oh. So here's the surprising thing is that the majority of the diamond options that were offered to me after the whole, we're gonna acknowledge the fact that I'm not gonna continue this affair. For some reason, this is the one scene I took. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and just replay it and retake it. It's kind of hot.
Ooh,
First of
ooh.
all, you can tell Sam like Sam will come into the room and Anna's like basically in the lingerie already. And Anna will I think it's a choice, so it's not like explicitly written into the dialogue itself, but it is a choice where you can tell Sam like I want you to take photos of me in the lingerie. And so she like opened up her pussy lips and everything for Sam, and Sam's taking photos on their phone and all this kind of stuff. And then again, it's more of like the angsty kind of dialogue because Sam will like they'll finish their nut, right? They'll finish. And then Sam will start to leave and Anna just basically is like, I hope you know that whenever you see me around the house, I'm wearing this lingerie under
You
my
go,
clothes.
girl. You go,
Yes, I said,
girl.
Anna, okay. That's
Oh,
right. Torture him. Torture Sam. Let them know what they're missing. Go ahead and put your foot down and assert your dominance, girl. I'm here for you. And then sometime later, Anna will run into Sofia in the villa, and Sofia will ask Anna to be her maid of honor because her friend, who was originally her maid of honor, actually can't make it to the wedding. So, how do you feel about the maid of honor offer? What do you think Sophia's playing out with this?
why she just like kicking me while I'm down? That's she just kicking me while I'm down. She got a gun to my back, and she's just
That's the thing that is so awful about all of this is like it's weird. I don't understand what Sophia's doing because on one hand, when she took the boys out to dessert, she was like, go ahead and fuck Sam. I know you want to. I'm gonna give you the opportunity." But then, like, she's like, "Oh, can I also force you to be my maid of honor as well?"
right.
And I'm like, "Are you being nice to us, or like, what is happening here?" I just can't read the bitch.
I can-
I can't read her whatsoever. Like, this is the most like cartoonish villain shit I've ever seen in my
yes,
life. Like, I feel like
yes.
at this point, Sophia's just like, I know I can make you do whatever I want to at this point. And it's just so insulting. But at the same time, I kind of respect the fuck out of Sophia
I
for it though.
do. I do. I'm over here saying yes, ma'am. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I'll be
Mhm.
your maid of honor.
Mhm.
No problem.
Mhm. She's like, on the wedding day, she's like, "Can you zip up the back of my dress?" I'm like, "Yes." Mhm. Let me go ahead and
You
zip.
know what this means, right? This would have been an awesome segue for Robin to be a ally in Nanny Affair 2. Because can you imagine if Sam and Sophia really did get married? If she's the maid
Mhm.
of honor, that means that she has to dance with the best man. And like they're like paired up
You're
as a like,
correct. You're
you
correct because
know?
they gotta walk down the aisle together,
Mm-hmm.
and then they, yep,
Mm-hmm.
mhm, mhm, and then,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, hold on, my chest just thinking about it because they could be dancing, and Robin is doing the whole like, I know, we talked about this, but I want you to know that that came from a place of concern for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And I just really want to make sure like I know that you're here. And then Robin could be like, maybe we should like, should we go? Like, are you uncomfortable? Should we go? Because Robin ain't staying for the whole fucking ceremony.
Ain't
Like
not.
Robin's gonna get a couple drinks at the reception and then they're gone.
That's it.
So Robin's gonna be like Robin's gonna be like, do you wanna leave actually? And then they get to go on their own kind of thing. They get to have their wild night because Anna's like, this is awful. I need to fucking forget. Like, I'm heartbroken, yada yada yada.
Right. It's gonna be a diamond
Robin,
scene. We accept that. We'll accept
hurt
that.
comfort, hurt comfort king. It's a hurt comfort, but it's not a
Yep.
physical hurt. It's an emotional hurt. That's really what it is.
I know.
If Pixelberry don't just let me join their writing team so I can.
I know.
Come on.
Can you
man.
imagine you and Robin under the starlight and Robin just kind of look at you and Robin's like, everything I said was the truth. Like, I was concerned, but also like I might have been a little jealous because oh.
Oh my god.
A missed opportunity.
I'm writing the fan fiction tonight. I'm writing it tonight. I am writing it tonight. Oh my god. Oh my god. And could you imagine in book 2, Sam starts to get into an argument with Robin over Anna, and Robin's like, listen, you had your chance. Yeah. You had your chance, and she's with, oh god. Oh my god, someone just please give me the rights to the Nanny
Because like
Affair
what's
so
gonna happen is Sam is gonna be on a pedestal. Because like the merger happened, got married, cool. Sam's gonna, be in control of the company. So I really feel like Sam would be like, like I control the company and like I hired her and like, just all about me. And Robin is just gonna be like, but I can give Anna the one thing you can't, a future. Oof.
I gave Anna the one thing that you couldn't, which was a commitment.
Oof.
Basically. And then the whole plot of book 2 could have been like, no, fuck Sam. I'm going to do everything I can to ruin your career. And I'm going to make sure that Robin is positioned to take over the company.
Yes.
Oh, and just playing the villain to your ally from book 1.
Listen, you missed it out. You missed it out.
Listen. Actually, we gonna have to trademark this idea because I don't want Choices getting any fucking ideas. I don't want them trying to be like, hold on, we're going on hiatus for book 2 and they rewrite the whole fucking thing. No. This is ours. I'm claiming it. Choices, if I see this plot and you think, well, actually, can I claim it? I can't trademark something that's already. Let me just stop. Give us credit at least. At least be like it was Play Choices podcast. All right, so we're left off on, the wedding's happening soon. We know that's going to happen. I think we're only going to do one more episode on the Nanny Affair Book 1. We're going to have chapters 18, 19, and 20 in the final episode. So we're really, I'm excited to reach the finish line of this book. I'm excited for you to see the conclusion. So let's just do rapid fire impressions again. Very quick, short burst. First thing off the dome, no explanation. So, Anna.
Oh my god, that's it. That's all I got. Messy. That's it. Next, messy.
Sam.
A messier. Doghouse.
Sophia.
Oh, boss bitch, queen. She queen. I'm sorry.
Right. I feel like my opinions of her have just flipped over the past couple of chapters.
Completely flipped.
I kind of respect. She's a bitch, but I kind of respect it.
She was dead ass playing poker the whole time, acting aloof, and then was like, "Hut, royal flush, bitch." And I said, "Okay, my bad."
Exactly. She had all the cards, and we didn't even know.
Nope.
Robin.
Oh, my Miss Love. Oh.
I'm so thirsty for this man. Oh my god. Let me tell you. Y'all give me one chance to slurp on his dick and I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
It's gonna be like that little Wayne song. She licked me like a lollipop. Oh, it would be so hot. Okay, and then the boys.
It's still irrelevant. I mean, to be honest.
The way that the boys were truly just a plot device to get us into this house so we could see Sam's ass. Like, that's pretty much it. Yes,
and then continues to be a plot device just for Anna to spread her pussy. Like, it's just...
The boys are like, Anna, we're hungry, and she's like, I'm feeding your dad right now. Hold on one second, he eating. Like, she don't give a fuck about these kids.
And then be like, oh, Sophia, now you want to know their names? Like, you only know their names so you can get closer to Sam. Like, you did the same thing.
Exactly. Like, both y'all have ulterior motives. Again, Anna over here being the kettle calling the pot black. Y'all
Literally.
doing the same thing. The only difference is that Sophia has like an edge up on you, and that's the only difference. So Anna, she bitter. That's my rapid fire impression. She bitter.
She bitter. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. She
She
bitter.
bitter. All right, so let's go into bingo. Now we did get bingo last time, but I did say we were gonna keep playing it just to see if we could get, bingo again. So I think right
Right.
now we have two. Well, no, we don't have two bingos. We have one bingo. Um, third row, straight across. So let's just go over the rest of these prompts. First unmarked prompt is that MC will demand more money or benefits to keep the affair secret. Again, this has not happened yet,
No.
so we can't mark that right now. The second one says the media will find out about the affair and make it a big deal. No, it hasn't really become public information, even though Sophia surely is threatening it.
Right, right.
The children will walk in on MC and their parent banging. No. And I hope it never
Never
happens
happens.
because
That's gonna scar
that's going to scar the fuck out of them, and I just really hope it never happens. MC's boss's partner will be unaware of the affair and will be shocked when they find out. I think we can officially say that is Sophia knew, and I think she was really just waiting for the right
the right time.
opportunity
Yep. Yep.
because
Yep.
she sure as hell knew what was going on. She was just waiting for the right time to reveal her card and reveal her plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that as no, that will literally never
Never
happen.
happened. Yeah.
MC's boss's partner will know about the affair the whole time and be cool with it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like be cool kind of loose,
it's
but
very loose. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll let it be. I will let it be for the sake of this prompt because she surely, she said, "Girl, it's all good. Don't worry about it. But I will fuck your ass up if you make one misstep."
Yes.
Next prompt is MC and her boss will bang in a common area of the house. I just don't know if this is gonna happen because we in Italy. I don't know. The wine cellar, like, isn't really a common area of Sophia's villa because they had a second villa.
Right.
This family rich as fuck. They got villas all
Absolutely.
over Italy.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to mark this one because they keep fucking in like these private places. I'm like, when are y'all just gonna let loose and just fuck on the couch? If they fuck on the couch one time, I'll mark it. But I don't know. And then MC's boss's partner will agree to deal with the affair and stay in the relationship. I want to say I want to mark that too, but it's with contingencies.
Yes, yes. Because it's up to Anna. Because I mean Sam doesn't know that Sophia knows.
Sam doesn't know that Sophia knows, and she technically said, like, yeah, y'all can fuck around until we get married. So it
Right.
is like, it's just short term agreement, but it's not a long term, but I will go ahead and mark it. But yeah, I mean, again, we still only have, one row of bingo. We only have 4 more boxes, and yeah. I think we're only gonna get, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine if we only get one bingo because the point is that we got one bingo and that
Right,
was the
right.
goal.
That's the
That was the
goal.
goal.
Yeah.
So we still won. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. So again, the next episode we do on the Nanny Affair, it's gonna be the last one that we do on book 1, and then we can start on book 2 and see what juiciness we
I'm
got into
so
that
excited.
plot.
I'm so excited.
It's hyped. It's hyped.
The way this book just turned around, like I love it.
I'm telling you, the first couple of chapters, I was like, why did I like this book? I do not understand. But then I kept playing. I was like, this is where I liked it.
This is getting good. It's getting
It's
good.
getting good. It's starting to make sense. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just catch y'all on the next episode. I'm excited to finish this series. Again, it's going to be the first book that we've completed. So, this is going to be a memorable one for multiple reasons. And I'm excited. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Lucas. Thank you to the listeners for sticking with us through this many episodes of the Nanny Affair. I know it's a hot mess, but it's hot.
It's hot.
Hot
It's
mess.
it's spicy. It's spicy.
And it's a mess, and y'all know we love the tea, we love the drama, we love the trashiness.
We do. We
So
do.
yeah, we're looking forward to recording and releasing the next episodes. That way, y'all can hear our reactions to the ending of the book, and we'll see you guys next Saturday.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.